Welcome back to WOW fans, and David, I'm very surprised to see Genesis tagging up with Sylvia Sanchez, and Fury Genesis has been set on singles competition and doesn't seem to be
the microphone,
David
Genesis.
McLean.
Yes, Genesis.
Have I not been making myself perfectly clear to you that I am here for the WOW World title as a singles competitor now?
Yes, you did, but they asked for a competitor and they chose you.
They chose me. If I wanted to be in a trios, I would have stayed in exile.
She's got a point, David.
Well, your fellow WOW superheroes wanted you to team with them. Are you refusing to do so, or are you gonna do it?
Fine, I'll participate.
Boy, reluctantly at best, Nigel. Reluctantly at best, Genesis participating in a trios match.
A trios match, and Sylvia Sanchez and Fury taking exception to the comments of Genesis.
And their opponents from Indio, California, home of Chella, the Dark Side, and the islands of Hawaii, respectively, Chantilly, Chella, Holidead, and Island Girl,
Kalaki, Chantilly, Chella, and Holidead seem to be a more cohesive unit as they make their way into the WOW arena to take on Genesis, Sylvia Sanchez, and Fury. The Island Girl, Kalaki, one of our new WOW superheroes. And David, speaking of new WOW superheroes, how about that Scout Parker?
Well, clearly Scout Parker, formerly known as Ice Cold, has tossed away the moniker of Ice Cold. She went out into the wilderness. She found herself out there meditating, being with Mother Nature, if you will. And she's now in WOW with what she says is a real calling, Mother Nature. Now, I want to take us back to this trios match. Genesis clearly not welcome in this match on her own accord. Genesis upset that Fury and Sanchez picked her to be in the match, and I said yes, and Genesis doesn't like it.
Well, Genesis wants to start things off for her team. Genesis, who says she's been focused on getting the WOW World Championship in her possession, as Kalaki, the Island Girl, starts things off for her team. Voice like applied to Genesis. Takedown from the Island Girl, a ring veteran from Hawaii, Oahu to be specific now, as Genesis stomps away at the toe of the Island Girl. Leg sweep by the Island Girl, and Genesis tags into Sylvia Sanchez. She's had enough. Sylvia Sanchez and Fury, of course, quite a team, and we've seen these two superheroes team recently. Genesis wants no part of it now as the Island Girl tags in to Chantilly, Chella. Back elbow. And a tag into Holidead, who says, I want to be part of this double team maneuver as well. And that's one way to hit a splash now, as the Island Girl and Holidead, the double suplex onto Sylvia Sanchez. This trios team trying to impress you out here tonight, David.
They certainly are. And now Chantilly Chella lifted on top of Sanchez. Sanchez, though, was able to get her knees up to break that momentum of Chantilly Chella coming up and on top of her.
And in this matchup, David, really the cohesiveness of the team of Holidead, Chantilly Chella, and Island Girl has made all the difference. Now, it's Chantilly Chella with the arm drag to Sylvia Sanchez, who swings wildly, misses with the clothesline. Chantilly Chella with the springboard crossbody, good enough for a 1 count.
Did you see Genesis? She quickly went and put the knee in the back of Chantilly Chella. Genesis, whose reluctance to be in this match, her instincts being in competition with 3 competitors came into effect there as she put that knee into Chantilly and is now allowing Sylvia Sanchez and Fury to take over on Chantilly Chella, who had the momentum until that knee went to the back of Chantilly.
Snap suplex by Fury connects. Referee Charlie Wu going down for the count. She gets a 1, and Genesis standing on the outside on the ring apron with her arms crossed, David. I don't think that there's a better way to say, don't tag me in. Genesis not excited at all to be a part of this contest. And David, I'm excited about a contest coming up, our main event.
The main event, Santana Garrett in there against the Classmaster, who I know will be a... Look at this! Sylvia Sanchez taking the Island Girl, and now going over to take Holidead down. Holidead saw her coming, though. She's holding on to the ropes. She's holding on to the ropes.
And Fury with the backhand to Chantilly Chella now, sending Chella into the ropes, and Fury trying to send Chella for a ride, and does so as Chella trying to go for the head scissors. Fury able to reverse that momentum for a backbreaker and almost won this match for her team.
Holidead caught herself on that top rope, but they were able to take out the Island Girl. Chantilly Chella now sit into the wrong corner again. Fury grabbing the blonde locks of Chantilly and pulling her back in, and then teaming with her partner Fury. Sylvia Sanchez in, side picking up.
Sidewalk slam on Chantilly Chella from Sylvia Sanchez, and Sanchez.
Look at that, Genesis was yelling, "I don't want to be in this match," and her hand got slapped by Sylvia Sanchez. Her reluctance to be in it though, when she came in and quickly hit the ropes and took down for a possible pin Chantilly Chella. Genesis is a natural.
Forcibly tagged into this matchup by Sanchez, and Chantilly Chella fights back with a series of elbows to Fury and Sanchez.
Here comes the tag. Holidead comes in.
And Genesis over here at the announce desk as the action breaks down. Atomic drop.
Let's call the action.
Holidead. Double to Fury and Sylvia Sanchez. Clothesline takes down Fury, and a spine buster to Sylvia Sanchez.
Genesis trying to interrupt us from calling this match. We hear you, Genesis. You didn't want to be in a triple threat match. Island Girl takes down Sylvia Sanchez. Genesis goes in there and breaks it up. The instincts of Genesis showing here. Fury now in there with Holidead. The Island Girl in there. Genesis still coming over here and barking at us. She doesn't want to be in trios. Now she snaps herself back in, saving Sanchez from a pin from the Island Girl.
The Island Girl, the inside cradle being reversed by Genesis, and Sylvia Sanchez picks up a victory for her team.
Genesis